Hello world, I can't just stop there. Inmendham is just interesting to get one's mind going, so to speak. Let's keep it up.
Well, yeah, competition is another.
And that's, by the way, part 6.
So this is a whole nother subject you really get into. About what's fun. So yeah, he thought my pinball analogy was, laughable.
I didn't think it was laughable necessarily. I thought that nothing of this world could satisfy forever in heaven. Nothing. God is so much bigger than just what we see here, and even here, down here in this mess, we can find fun. Freaky. Weird, isn't it? Even in this mess, they're still good. Count your blessings.
But I just meant anything that somebody could pick as a fun thing to be doing. But most of the things
I know.
we find fun are fun, not sexual things, are fun merely because of the competition. We love competition. We love, conquering. And
that's absolutely true. In this world, we love competition. And competition can even be okay, let's say in a computer game or in a football match, if you so choose to risk getting your limbs crushed and stuff. So yeah, competition can be fun, but I would say in heaven, non-competition can be just as fun, if not much better. I would say even on this earth, if we all worked together, actually, truly, that would be a lot of fun. But who knows?
winning. And is that really what heaven's going to be? Is we're just going to go up there and actually play soccer, shirts against
Probably not.
no shirts, whatever that was called, skins. Yeah, shirts and skins. That was a perverse kind of thing. Yeah, anyway, school is really perverted.
Oh, sure so.
Group showering and things. It's perverted. Anyway. Fucked up. And
Absolutely.
anyway, you're showering with the wrong group. Yeah.
Maybe.
It could make sense, the other way around.
Yeah, for the one person that's with the other group, probably.
All right. But it's, good material for fantasies anyway. I don't impose law. So again, it's the only way. If you want fairness, the referees have to force it. They have to force the game. They have to throw the flags. They have to create the mechanism. If you don't create the rules against it, they'll get broken. If you don't have umpires saying you can't put cork in the bat, people are going to put cork in their bat. You don't have a rule saying you can't take steroids, they're going to take steroids.
And who's saying God isn't working every day, everywhere, all the time? But yeah, it's complicated to explain. Let's just say there's more to everything than we might ever grasp.
So this whole denial that, I live in the real world. Again, you want to just argue that God exists and everybody should just, take a nap and just wait for God. Fine.
Yeah, wouldn't that be bad? Fine. Let's rest for a second and rethink. It would be the best time to do so these days, with automation and everything coming straight at us and whatnot. But yeah, we'll still grind each other through the mill first, I guess.
But don't pretend that these are practical solutions to the real world problems, because this isn't a practical solution. Okay, running away is not a good battlefield strategy. So if
Well, is charging better? Is being an aggressor better? Again, blessed are the peacemakers. Of course, they don't necessarily run away, but in some cases they might even.
This isn't a war that you think's worth fighting, then fine. Just say it's not a war worth fighting. You don't think we can make life on the lifeboat better. I think we can.
I think we can too. If we get people to love God and do the right thing for the right reason.
And even if the whole damn thing's going to sink in the end, so what? We can play the violins and die with some dignity, or we can die disgracefully. And that's a good enough difference for me. That's enough of a difference for me.
Hey, if the ship goes down, I hope I'll be standing there playing my violin, or basically just singing along.
Me. Fuck it. Alright, so do under the other.
Hey, I can't wait. I'm just enduring. I don't love this lifeboat that much, but it's not the worst. I see my blessings. Praise God.
It just means nothing without referees. I mean, if you don't have somebody to impose the simple rules, then the simple rules really won't work in the end. As much as I love them as principles, there's no point in having reverence for the principle.
You see, some people would now say, well, look at Romans 13, how the state has the sword or the third sword for a reason and whatnot. But then they forget that a godly government looks a lot different from what we have now. At least in my opinion, which is not all that. I'm just a nobody.
And you know that the principle really needs everybody to play along. And if everybody doesn't play along with the principle, then the principle has no value. So you have to get the people who don't want to play the right game, who don't want to play by the rules. You have to get them out of the game somehow. You have
to teach them the truth, maybe.
Them into the penalty box.
Or you can teach them that they're just animals here by random chance, and then you wonder why shit's going to shit.
Let's see. There is always wood.
And I know religion didn't work either. They burned the witches. Like Jesus said, kill the witches, right?
World War II, now we could prevent that, or that God uses deterrence. Threats of violence. I mean, the whole Bible is just one big threat of violence against you.
No. The Old Testament maybe, the New not at all. Read the whole thing, understand the whole thing, or don't even bother, maybe.
It's this insult that you're a criminal, even if you committed no crime, and then this threat that unless you sit there and say, okay, I'll wear the badge, God, I have the God badge, I'll wear it, bless me with the water to prove that I'm a member of the God Club.
The badge. That's so humane again. All you need is faith and loving one another and loving God first and foremost. It's not that complicated. And it's not about the badge or a club. The church, the true church, are all the believers in Jesus worldwide. It's not the building.
I mean, then I'm doomed to forever torment because I didn't, cower to the God. And you're saying that's better than government.
I'm going to part 7.